So, here we are, a day after the Apple conference when the emotions are already settling down. And you have to admit that this is one of the most important technology conferences in the year. Apple unveiled new smartwatches and a new line of iPhones. But if I'm honest, it looks like this year we said goodbye to more things than we said hello to. Because we finally said goodbye to Lightning port, we said goodbye to the notch in iPhones, and we said goodbye to the iPhone 13 mini in Apple's lineup. But I'm sure you're more interested in what's new, what's changed, so let me invite you to this video about the new 15th generation iPhones. The 15th generation of Apple smartphones might not be a grand new launch for the company, but it certainly brings a few little details that were previously only available for the Pro version. Let's check out what the new smartphones have in store for us. This year, Apple decided to go with the non-flashy pastel colors like blue, green, yellow, pink, and black. And yes, those are their actual names. The case has a special matte finish and rounded edges, which will make the smartphones more comfortable to hold. Some of the features from last year's iPhones have been retained in the latest version of the smartphone. The iPhone 15 comes in two versions, with a 6.1-inch OLED screen and a 6.7-inch screen. Unfortunately, the attachment to the 60Hz display is still very strong in entry-level iPhones. Even some of the low-cost Android devices have a faster refresh rate, but maybe it's better for the battery to stick to a 60Hz display? But the maximum brightness of the screens has been increased, and can now reach a maximum of 2000 nits in bright sunlight. iPhone 15 also gets the dynamic island that was previously available only on the Pro models. It provides a new way to see certain notifications and interact with apps. I have to admit that each time I use it, it feels nice, so I really hope that more developers update their apps to support it now that even the base iPhone 15 models also have the dynamic island. In the guts of the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus lies Apple's A16 Bionic processor. Until now, it was only available in the most expensive Pro and Pro Max models, so the chip went a step lower, making its way to the base versions this time. Meanwhile, the iPhone 15 Pro got the A17 Pro processor. Following the platform's capabilities comes 5G connectivity as well as additional satellite connectivity features. You can use the phone to broadcast an emergency SOS signal and even call for roadside assistance. These features will be free for every iPhone 15 buyer for the first 2 years, but keep in mind that they are not available in every country yet. Only those listed on the screen now. As expected, the Lightning port is officially dead. Apple is finally moving to USB-C on the iPhone 15, which means you can now use one cable to charge your iPhone, a MacBook, iPad, your headphones, and your friend's Android phone. Another big change in the new iPhones is the cameras. While the number of lenses on the back has remained the same as on the iPhone 14, the main camera sensor is moving to a 48 megapixel one, up from the 12 megapixel one found on the previous iPhone 14. There's also a 12 megapixel ultra-wide that's capable of telephoto, but what is actually the most exciting is the next generation portrait mode that automatically detects the subject in the frame. It then captures all the depth information needed to turn this picture into a portrait mode photo later. So now we finally get to the most important stuff, which is prices. And the new iPhone 15 will have the same starting prices as the last generation. $799 for the 15 and $899 for the 15 Plus. So this is all for now for the iPhone 15 until I actually get this device in my hands and I will be able to make a proper review. So if you're also interested in iPhone 15 Pro, then check out this video. And if you're interested in anything else, then check out my other videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time.